Hi guys, it's Vonnii. Long time no see.
I want it, I got it, I want it.
So as you can tell by today's description and title, we are going to be judging and reviewing A.I.T.J stories, which is in the long form, it's Am I the A-hole? The thing is, I don't feel like saying a-hole all videos, so I'm going to change it to jerk because I don't see cursors anymore. I'm trying to better myself. See? So it's going to be A.I.T.J. Am I the jerk? Before we get into today's videos though, little life update. I got my driver's license! I got my driver's license and within a year of getting my permit too, girl. First try, girl! Oh my gosh, yes! Black excellence all the way. But I'm sorry about singing in my nose a lot. I'm erratic today for some reason. But yeah, that's life update. The college decisions video is coming. It's coming soon. It's coming though. It's definitely coming. My birthday vlog is coming as well. The birthday vlog might come before the college decisions video. It might not. We'll see. It's really procrastination and me go like this recently. I don't know why. It must be senioritis. I don't know why. Don't ask me. Please don't ask me. But yeah. So that's the update for now. I have got I don't want to keep y'all in suspense for too long, but I have gotten back decisions. I'm happy so far, if that will tell you anything. And yeah, and my decisions are set on one right now, but I'm not sure yet. I'm waiting on one. Y'all can probably tell what that one is, but yeah. That's all I have updated for now. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so as you can see, I am now in a turtleneck. Do not ask me why. It's very cold outside despite it being mid-March. I have no comment.
They ask you how you are, you don't just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Alright, first one. Am I the jerk for refusing to give up my college fund to help my parent with their debt? Do not tell me this is something like, it seems like the problem's already solved. It's giving, wait, okay, let's not give any opinions yet. I just started college this year. Ever since I was little, my grandparents set up a college fund for me, and it's the only reason I can afford school without taking on massive debt. My parents always knew about it, and it was always meant for my education. Recently, my parents have been struggling financially due to bad investments and overspending. I think the problem is solved. I think the problem is already solved. Let me finish though. They sat me down and asked me to use my college fund to help them pay off their debts. They said that since they raised me, it's only fair that I help them knowing that they're struggling. I said no. I told them I was grateful for everything they've done, but this money was specifically for my education, and I wasn't going to throw away my future. They got upset and said I was being selfish and ungrateful. My mom even cried, saying she never thought her own daughter would turn her back on them. Now my parents barely talk to me. I feel horrible, but at the same time, I don't think I should have to sacrifice my future because of their financial mistakes. Am I the jerk for refusing to give up my college fund? Girl, I think you know you're not the jerk. I think common sense is a virtue. You're not the jerk, my love. And your parents are manipulators. Listen, they made bad decisions on their own. That's their problem. Your parents should not acquire of you to give up something that they were not responsible for to save their own butts. No, you made the right decision, my love. If they don't talk to you, life goes on. They'll forgive you in like 2 weeks. I don't know. People are like that. Or they won't. It doesn't matter. It's your future. It's your money. It's your life. And it's your grandparents who save that money for you. See. Yo, I saw this title and I already know it's gonna make me upset. Would I be the jerk if I got a tattoo despite my husband's concerns? Is he your master? Is he your keeper? Is he your owner? I'm quickly. I'm waiting. Let's just read the story. Okay, I, 31 female, have been sitting on a tattoo idea for a while. I do not have any tattoos right now, but I've always liked how tattoos look on other people. Some of them are just stunning. My husband, 33 male, has the same stance as I do. He likes them on other people, but also doesn't have any himself. I personally have never got one because I was never sure of a design that I would just love forever. But now that I'm a mom, I've been sitting on this idea for a few years. A bouquet of our wedding flowers combined with the birth flower of each member of our family. 5 flowers total. Me, him, our 2 kids. How could you find fault with that? Let me continue. It could be also neat to add the birth flowers of my grandkids we may be blessed with in the future. Okay, T. I brought up this idea to him. He was very against it. Apparently his parents are very judgmental about people with and that's his parents' problem. And that's not your problem. And that's not your problem. That's his parents' problem. But I digress. But where was I at again? It says, however, I had a fantastic relationship with them our entire marriage. He doesn't want to listen to them talk bad about me just because I have a tattoo, if I get it. Part of me gets that, but part of me also thinks they know me and they'll get over it, right? I'm a good mom to their grandkids and I'm a good wife to their son. Can't I just have this one thing? Would I be the jerk? I feel like this isn't the big issue that you're making it out to be, my love. At first I was angry, but right now I feel like it's not that big of an issue. I don't feel like it should be would I be the a-hole? It's your body, it's your choice. Who cares what the parents think? It's like genuinely such a good idea. You should not even have to ask an opinion over it. You shouldn't have to. And that's it. You're not the jerk, my love. So this one sounds tea. Okay, it sounds like it's gonna spill some tea. Let me see. Oh, it's long too, girl. Anyway, am I the jerk for telling my sister-in-law to get out of my daughter's baby shower? So your brother or sister to get out of your baby shower. Okay. No. Your husband's sister to get out of your daughter's baby shower. Okay. So it's her niece. Okay. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister to get out of her niece's baby shower? Okay. I, 47 female, have a daughter, 25. She's currently 26 pregnant with her second child, a girl. Her first child, Philip, was stillborn 2 years ago at 38 weeks. That's so sad. When she lost him, she asked us to take apart the nursery before she got home and get rid of the baby equipment. She saved his baby book, his ultrasound photos, and the outfit she planned to bring him home in, along with a lock of his hair in a memory box. She'd had a baby shower for Philip when she was pregnant, but her grief around his death was so strong that she couldn't handle having the nursery and the baby things. We offered to return the baby shower gifts to the givers, most kindly refused and asked us to donate the items, except my husband's sister Rachel, 43. Of course her name is Rachel. Of course it's a Rachel! But anyway, she made a huge deal out of my daughter being hysterical and constantly loudly talking about how ridiculous it was to take apart the nursery. We're gonna stop right here. You're not the jerk. Rachel's a jerk. And she needs to go get a life. But I'm lucky when I see how this goes, though. So let me continue reading. We kept her away from my daughter and only allowed her to return to family functions when she promised to stop bringing it up. We recently had a baby shower for my daughter's new baby girl. Rachel, along with the rest of my husband's female relatives, was invited. She kept making quiet remarks to everyone that they were tacky for having a baby shower for a second child. But since she didn't get near my daughter, I ignored it. Wait, let me say it again. She kept making quiet remarks to everyone that we were tacky for having a baby shower for a second child. Isn't every baby supposed to have a baby shower? Wait, I'm confused. Rachel, make it make sense. Rachel! Anyway, where's it again? Where am I again? When my daughter began opening gifts, it hit the fan. She loudly said, if you hadn't torn Philip's nursery up, Rachel said loudly, if you hadn't torn Philip's nursery apart and gotten rid of everything, you wouldn't be here begging for presents for this baby. Rachel? So this is not a suggestion by any means. You don't have this, but I think you need to admit yourself somewhere. I think it's called a psych ward. Yeah, just 1 month. I wouldn't be against it if you spend 2 months. Maybe 3 is a stretch, but you need some therapy, my love, and you need some serious self-evaluation now. This is insane. You need to be in a tight jacket. Is that what they call it? You need to be like this for a good 12 hours. Man. I don't know what to tell you. This is insane. My daughter froze. I would freeze too, girl. My daughter froze and just stared off into space. Tears started running. Rachel, leave. Rachel, leave. You done made the girl cry. I just said, Rachel, please leave. She refused and started arguing with me. I took her presents out of the pile, walked to the door, and went, yes, mama. Yes. Where's the husband? It's a baby shower, so it's only girls. My bad. Because I was just about to blame him for some. Oh, girl, I would have been like, you too. Because what is this product of environment? What is this? What caused her to be like this? This is insane. I yelled, get out now. And my husband, he's here. he was there the whole time and said nothing. He needs some psych eval too. He needs psych eval too. Because what is this? My husband came into the room and asked what happened. His mom told him, and he physically picked up his sister and put her out. He's Now the family is divided over whether I should have yelled at her to get out and thrown her present. Am I the jerk? No, you're not. Let's move on. This one sounds questionable. Am I the jerk for not giving a shit if a relative of mine died? Yesterday, my younger brother, a nurse, broke us the news that our great uncle was rushed in the ER. They ran some tests. They found out that his brain was swollen and there was a huge blood clot. Oh my gosh. My mother, the kind soul that she is, was sad and filled with worries, but I was indifferent. I wasn't shocked nor given any time to process the sad news. She seemed disappointed and asked why I was acting cold. I told her that I don't particularly care what happened and said that he was a terrible person, so he doesn't deserve my time, respect, prayers, or sympathy. No, you know you're wrong, because you did not have to say, no, let me read it again. I told her that I don't particularly care what happened and said that he was a terrible person. He doesn't deserve my time, respect, prayers, or my sympathy. That's insane. From the stories they've told me, as well as from personal experiences. Okay, he cheated on my great aunt up until 2010. He was 67 and she was 62. He left their family for 20 years for random women. He laughed at the way my grandfather, mom's dad, died 3 years ago and said it was a pathetic way to go out. He's a kleptomaniac who keeps taking shoes and caps from visitors and guests. Fortunately, one of my uncles either places it or takes it when the man's not looking. The one summer when I stayed in their house, he ate one of the food I brought for myself because he thought it was for sharing. And he had finished it in one sitting. We did not have the same one sitting. No, because you look, he called him fat. And I told that to my great aunt, and she apologized and paid me and said, just use the groceries in the fridge and just whip myself a meal. And then when I used their shop, when they're still later, the old man suddenly appeared and stopped me from cooking, returned everything back to the fridge, turned off the stove, and reprimanded me from using and stealing their food. I wouldn't stay there the night. I would leave. By Uber, by train, by bus, by feet. I'm not staying there. What is that? During a family reunion, the bastard once blew smoke right into my face as a joke and an invitation to start smoking. Wow. Mocks people with disabilities! It's not funny. And sometimes taunts them. Dude's a racist and a bigot. Constantly finds a way to argue and debate with me. They say he probably does this to me because he knows I don't tolerate his BS and calls him out and doesn't shy away from putting him in his place. You're probably asking why and how he does get away from being a shitty person. Dementia. Oh, he has dementia. Under the guise of suspected dementia, not diagnosed. So why are you saying dementia? Nah, he probably faking that he has dementia for real. You were asked to understand him and just ignored what he said and do, but even before the signs of dementia, the guy was an atrocious human being. I just extended and prolonged my patience for him because of the respect and adoration for my grandmother and uncles. But now since he's dead, I think I don't have to pretend to like the guy anymore. But I digress. My mom called me a DICK because even though that this man was a shitty person, he still deserves to be mourned and have prayers offered and to have sympathy for, and he's still family. You put family. So with this information, is it not justified that I haven't been more emotional on this man's death? Okay, so you're not the jerk, but at the same time, somebody died. I get that they were terrible people and you don't have sympathy, but how do I say this? You're not the jerk. We know that you're not the jerk because, as we've seen, he's a terrible person. He's a terrible person. But he did die. And even if you're glad or you don't care that he passed away, he did die. Morally, you're the jerk. Morally, you're the jerk. But ethically, no. You're not the jerk. He did die. Because I can tell you some people that I don't... Ooh. I can tell some people that I don't particularly like right now. I don't hate anybody. But, like, if they died and they did something bad to me, I'd be like, oh my God, that's insane. Rest in peace. But to the way your mom is acting, you had to be doing something for your mom to be like, why are you acting cold? So morally, you're the jerk, but ethically, no, because he was terrible to you. So yeah, that's my 1 and 2 pieces on that. Let me find a different one. Girl, I just saw on that said, am I the jerk for refusing to invite my fiance's cousin's brand new girlfriend to our wedding? You see how many is in that? My fiance's cousin's brand new... Girl, it's your wedding. If you don't want him there, he doesn't have to be there. Like, come on. Let me see. I saw one. Okay. This one is, am I the jerk for not inviting my in-laws to stay in our home? Okay. It's a short one. Several years ago, I was a full-time caretaker for my husband who was awaiting back surgery and my mother who was in palliative care with dementia. In addition, I worked full-time. It was a lot. So I used the service of someone who cleaned every few weeks. After my husband's surgery, his sister decided to visit, and I welcomed them into our home. After their visit, I learned that they entered parts of our home that were not open to visitors, looked through things, and commented about its cleanliness. Granted, the private spaces were not as tidy as the public parts of our home, but I was doing the best I could. This was especially hurtful to my husband because there is shame associated with this topic in their family. Fast forward, and we have a family event coming up. My husband has suggested that the family stay with us, and based on their last experiences, I said no. I'm in school and have a full-time job, and he may say he's going to clean, but he won't, and will become angry with me because it's not done. I suggest they stay at a hotel even if we pay, because I don't want the stress associated with the visit because our standards don't align. He's pretty upset, but am I the jerk? Tell your husband to go to a nursing home. Tell him to go to a nursing home. Listen. Tell him to go to a nursing home until he's healed up. Tell him to go. Because why is he upset with you because of his... Tell him... Man disgusts me. Why is he upset with you? That's insane. Wait, there was one that, and will become angry with me because it's not done? So you're his maid, essentially. You know what? I will file for divorce. I don't care what they say about leaving your partner when they're sick. This is not okay. You don't treat the person who is taking care of you and multiple other people because he's not working because he has back surgery. He's not working! And he wants you to clean and take care of him and your mother on the side too, and go to work on top of that too, and go to divorce, babe. Divorce. Anyway, another one. I think this is the last one or the second. I'm not too sure yet. It might be the second to last one, but here it is. Am I the jerk for asking my fiance to stop calling me at work? My fiance calls me at least once, sometimes twice during the workday. It's a man doing this. Why do you have internet privileges? Right. She works from home at a call center and will call me either during her break or after something like work drama happens. I enjoy talking with her and love it when she tells me about her day, but I'm at work and I'm in a small office that with what is essentially my manager. Granted, where I work is a small nonprofit and pretty laid back, but I feel weird on the phone just shooting the breeze next to what is essentially my boss. She just called me again to tell me about something funny that happened at work, and she was laughing the entire time she was telling me the story. I figured I need to put this to bed, so I told her that I love hearing about her day, but I am at work and I would rather hear it from her in person at home after work. I asked her if that makes sense, and she said, yeah, but you never asked me about my day and you... She clocked your day! She said, you don't want to ask me, I'm going to tell you. Because what? We just got engaged! Anyway, I honestly didn't know what to say because she's right. I can respect you for doing that. She's right. I don't verbally ask her how her day is, but I've said it in the past that I love nothing more than to hear about her day, even if it was shitty. So why are you complaining? You just admit that you do not care about your wife. Why are you complaining? You essentially told us all that you've had this conversation before. It means the fact that you can acknowledge it means that it's come up before, and not because it's affecting your work because your boss is there. And you don't want you hate your wife or your fiance. You don't like her because if it was anything, you would have been if you were doing what you were supposed to be doing as a fiance, as a soon-to-be husband, she wouldn't have to be calling you every day because you bother her on end, and she would be tired of you. That means you don't love her enough. You don't give her enough attention. And if I were her, I would leave you because you admitting this and still posting it and having internet privileges is insane to me. That's insane to me. That's insane to me. No, because read the last. I'm going to read it again. I asked her if that makes sense, and she said, yeah, but you never asked me about my day anyway. I honestly didn't know what to say because she is right. I don't verbally ask her how her day is, but I've said in the past that I love nothing more than to hear about her day, even if it was shitty, so why are you complaining? You told her something, and now you're backing out on it. Also, why couldn't you have had this conversation at home before you went to work? Why wait until you're in the why couldn't you tell her this in person? Like how you said you wanted to hear from her in person, about her day in person. Why couldn't you tell her about this issue in person instead of over the phone? I'm confused. You're the jerk. Last one. This is a short one too, so just to close it out, right? Am I the jerk for giving up on my friend? I've tried for literal years to help my friend get his life together. He can't get away from the alcohol and cigarettes. It's like he wants a pity party every day of his life. I've spent $2,000 taking him on a vacation to try to spark a little light on him to realize what life could be like if he got it together. I filled up his car, bought him groceries when he had no money. I made his resume and applied for so many jobs. I finally got him an interview and he doesn't go to it because of the depression. Life doesn't stop because you're depressed, and despite almost dying, getting arrested, he can't get up and give the alcohol. He can't give up the alcohol, yet refuses rehab. I'm tired of trying. I feel horrible for him because he has no family, but he's a grown man. As God is my witness, I've tried for years to get him to do something with his life, but I need to move on with my own. I'm heartbroken. Sort of a rant, but oh well, am I the jerk? No, you're not the jerk. If you say you've been doing this for years, he's taking you for granted. If you say you've been doing this, if you did all these things for him, you're not the jerk. He is, because he's using you. He's not respecting your time. He's taking you for granted, as I said, because there's no way you could see somebody trying this hard for you and not do anything. But another thing though, depression is real, addiction is real. It's a hard thing to get out of, especially if you don't want to get out of it. Your first mistake was doing everything for him for so long, because no matter how much you tell somebody to get better, if they don't want it for themselves, they're not gonna do it. It's like that saying, you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't force him to drink the water. You get what I mean? People have to make decisions for themselves, if you get what I mean. So I think your only mistake in this was doing this for so long, because girl, you really wasted your time. And not to say that you waste your time, because that is your friend, but like, everybody needs to be given an opportunity to get over things on their own. As much as you need to be there, he's not a child. As you said, he's a grown man. He's not a child. And I'm glad that you are doing this now. I'm glad that you have come to your senses and are leaving him to do this on his own, because he does need to get it together. What am I saying again? Listen, I'm not a therapist, but let me go on. One piece of advice that I would give you, just because you're leaving him to make his own decisions and get his life together on his own, does not mean you should leave him completely. He still needs a support system, something to fall back. And I know you're tired, but we all need someone in life to help pick us back up even when it gets down. And I'm not saying just jump in for him anytime he makes a mistake now and then, but ultimately, when he hits rock bottom, I want you to be there for him, just to lend a supportive words, motivating words, a talk, something, I don't know, because we all need that one person in our corner to help us in our times of need. We really do. So as much as you're leaving him on his own to do the same because you feel underappreciated, don't leave him alone completely, because as it seems, as it looks like to me, that you're the only one that has been there for him. So you leaving him stranded could prompt him to relapse even harder or fall into depression even harder. And if you don't want that burden, or that possibility on you, I don't know what to tell you, but that's how it is. You've been there for him for so long, so he probably doesn't even know how to function without you there. So while you're giving him his training wheels or taking the training wheels off the back and pushing him out, don't leave him. Be there running behind him. You get what I mean? So yeah. Okay. So today, I haven't memorized this verse, so I'm reading off my computer. But the verse of today is, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved." So basically what God is telling you is that there is reward and risk. He's saying that if you continue to follow him, if you continue to worship him despite not being accepted by this world society, by worldly things, by worldly people, by the people around you, he's there for you. He's there in your corner as always, as he always will be, that kind soul. He will be there for you. There is reward in serving the Lord your God despite backlash from the public, from your friends, from a significant other, from acquaintances, from people you don't even know. You know what I mean? So what he's basically saying is that here, have faith, stay strong, continue to worship him, because that is what you want, and that is what you are trying to build with him, a trust, a relationship. So long as you continue to love him, to not forsake him, to try your best and build that bond with him, there is reward in that. Yeah. So that's it. Hey! Let's put him on this is gum. I think you've seen, like, I don't know why I'm playing with it. I'm very confused about myself. Also, I don't know. Look at this. It tore. Why does this happen? Why has this happened? Who knows? Who can tell? But thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want a part 2, please let me know, because I did enjoy it very much. Miss Rachel was out of pocket. It was insane. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching, Vonnii. Please remember to like and subscribe. Please. Or don't. It's up to you. But yeah, thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
I want it.